The framers established that the Constitution is designed to secure the blessings of liberty. Justice Kennedy devoted his career to securing liberty. I am deeply honored to be nominated to fill his seat on the Supreme Court.
President Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh, is well qualified for the job. He has served on the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals since 2006 and is a Yale Law graduate, which, if he's approved, will make him the fourth Yale alumni on the bench. He has a solid conservative past, working underneath former Solicitor General Ken Starr during the Clinton impeachment era and clerking for retiring Justice Kennedy, whom he's chosen to replace. Judge Kavanaugh has been a longtime critic of Obama's overbearing Environmental Protection Agency. During the Obama administration, he wrote numerous dissents hammering the institution for its overreaches. In the 2014 case, White Stallion Energy Center LLC versus EPA, Judge Kavanaugh's reasoning would later be used by the late Justice Scalia when overturning the ruling by the appeals court. In another case, Coalition for Regulation versus EPA, Kavanaugh again dissented, stating that the EPA had exceeded its statutory authority as an agency when issuing greenhouse gas regulations. Kavanaugh is sure to be an ally against the kind of bullying we have seen from the EPA in the past decade. Relax, folks. Your firearms are safe with Brett Kavanaugh's appointment to the Supreme Court.
My judicial philosophy is straightforward. A judge must be independent and must interpret the law, not make the law. A judge must interpret statutes as written, and a judge must interpret the Constitution as written, informed by history and tradition and precedent.
Kavanaugh will interpret the Constitution as written, not treat it as some living, breathing document the left demands. The Founding Fathers believed all Americans have the right to bear arms, and Kavanaugh seems determined to protect that right. Kavanaugh is a strong proponent of Second Amendment rights. He has the full support of gun rights groups such as the National Rifle Association and the Second Amendment Foundation. In 2011, Kavanaugh wrote a lengthy dissent in a case given the nickname of Heller 2, where a ban on semi-automatic rifles in the District of Columbia was upheld. He proposed that because most handguns were semi-automatic and had not been traditionally banned, semi-automatic rifles fell underneath the same category and warranted the same level of protection. Judge Kavanaugh has also been extremely critical of expanding executive power to federal administrations, thus taking it away from the legislative branch. He has been vocal about his opposition to Chevron deference, a process where the Supreme Court defers to administrative agency rulings if they are, quote, not unreasonable rather than applying the rule of law, end quote. The process gives unmitigated power to unelected bureaucrats who have zero responsibility to the people. Throughout his 8 years in office, Obama whittled away at Americans' individual liberties, bit by bit by bit. With Trump, these liberties are coming back. Neil Gorsuch was step 1 of restoring American rights, and Brett Kavanaugh is step 2. The Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution to limit the scope of government. These attacks against Kavanaugh prove that the left wishes to use the bench as an advocacy tool and not a judicial one. With his appointment, strict originalism and constitutionalism will prevail, and the natural rights of all citizens will be upheld. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel and consider donating to the Heartland Institute to support more vibrant free markets, greater individual liberty, and more videos like this one.